Hi, this is Devabrata Guha. So have a good day. And today I'm planning to start a SQL server, or you can say database. So all of the databases are basically same, but I will choose SQL server because I like that software very much. And obviously I like the topic as well, the database. So I will try to cover all important things and all the details if you really interested to learn the database. I am also a data engineer, a 10 years experience. I have just in 2021, I have just covered my 10 years and former employee of Cognizant, IBM, Accenture, and currently working for a gaming company in Europe. For the time being, probably in future, I will be working for more companies. So yeah, but currently I am a data working as a data engineer. But if I tell you my journey, I was little bit scared in my college life. I am not that smart and I'm not that tech savvy, I would say. So I was really scary at that time. I was really scared when people talk about the database, talk about inheritance, object hacking. So I was really scared at that time. I know you will not going to believe that. So just for the introduction, you can go to this link about myself that will be provided in the link itself. So that would basically tell my journey. So in the early days, I was really being scared, and but yeah, after that, I somehow just was able to get out from that situation. And yeah, so you can get all the details here. So for just for a small introduction, I just love to write some poems, some lines. I have tried many things, but I'm not good on many of them actually. But I tried everything. Means okay. And apart from that, I have two goals in my life, or two aim, I would say. So to visit 100 countries, obviously, and to have my own institute. And obviously, I will require the help from all of you. So if you face any doubt or anything during the class, you can reach out to me in the comment section, or otherwise you can also be added in our Facebook group where you will get all the exercise as well. So this is our Facebook group, Binary World Computer Science class. And if you go to the media, so you will get if you go to the albums, so you will get all the exercise here. And for the SQL exercise, you will get here SQL exercise basic. So whenever I will tell like you have to solve the exercise, you have to go to this part. Okay, and from where you will get this blog, in this blog, you will get, if you write just binary world Google in the Google, and it will give a blogspot.com. So this, in this blog, you will get all the solutions and everything. And apart from that, we will have the YouTube link, obviously. So if I go there, you will get all the solutions for different topics. So you can just simply search here and you will get as I will show in my classes. So you have to search it here and it will be available. Anyway, so let me start from the scratch. So what is data? Nowadays, data is really important. Data is really important nowadays. Everyone is dealing with data. Somehow, if your company has more access to data, it is really beneficial to them as well. So I have worked for many companies software, I would say. When I was in IBM, I took care the database of some companies. When I was in Cognizant, I used to take care of the uh, famous jeans maker of Levi's. I used to take care of their software. So Levi's jeans, obviously you have heard of. They have some online stores as well. If I show you www.levis.com, so this is an online store, and they also have another store called www.dockers.com. They did many experiment with the data, I would say. So this is also belongs to another store of Levi's named Dockers. I have worked on William Sonoma project. So they are the basically the goods maker. If I show you William Sonoma, so they are the goods maker. And this thing, I have worked for PMI. They are the cigarette makers, Philip Morris International. If I show you, so they are the cigarette makers. The Marlboro cigarette is one of their product. I have worked for what can I say, Ferrero Rocher, the Cadbury company, and now I am also working for a gaming company that is also a new industry to me. So everyone's purpose is to use the data in efficient way. If I talk about Ferrero Rocher, so their goal was to achieve, they want to see why their when the product has been shipped to someone, suppose it is basically an Italian company, suppose they are shipping some chocolates to Germany, why it is taking time, why the data, means why some of the products are being wasted during the transition. So they need to check that data, why it is happening and what is the average time to get it be transited. So all those information they need. Even for Levi's jeans, what they did at that time, so their intention was to means advertise in custom way. In custom way means they want to reach out to, suppose you need a 32 waist denim jeans, a blue color jeans, something like that. And so they somehow tries to know what is your choice, and they will always come to you with the advice of blue denim jeans with 32 waist. They will never come back to you with a black color jeans or something like that. So they will always come to you with a advice of blue color jeans. So to do that, they need the enough data in their hand. Suppose you have searched, suppose I want to go to Switzerland, say. So if you search in Google hotels in Switzerland, if you really just check after 1 week or 2 week, you can see the hotel in Switzerland type of advertisement everywhere in your Google, in Facebook, everywhere you can see type of advertisement that need hotels in Switzerland. This is the cheapest way. How can they track your choice? Because whenever you are typing that in Google, they will somehow track the data and they will come up with some custom advertisement. Okay, we are providing some hotels in Switzerland with this price, so are you interested? So this is the importance of the data. So there are few important language in the data, like Oracle is one of the strongest language. You can also go for MS SQL Server. It is a Microsoft product. Apart from that, you can also go for IBM DB2. This is the IBM product. Apart from that, there is many more. MS Access, it was the oldest form of database, and many more, Postgres and many more. So today we will select MS SQL Server, because if you just need to know just one database language in efficient way, if you know at least one language, then it will be easier for you to grasp the other languages as well, because 95% things are same, 95% things. So if I get time, obviously I have a long plan for this SQL Server. Apart from your curriculum syllabus, apart from your office job, if you really want to know what is SQL Server and what is database, I will try to follow that way. I will try to show whatever I know, as much as I can. I will try to share. So in real class and in office or anywhere, I'm not able to means share everything actually. So I will try during this class, I will try to share all of the components that I know. I will try as much as I can. So start from how you are going to install that. So if you write SQL Server Management Studio download, SSMS download, in short it is being called as SSMS download. So if you go to that link, and here you will get is free download for SQL Server, and this you will get all the details and you can download that. And you can also get some YouTube videos as well, how to install SQL Server. It is very easy. You just go to next and that, and just you need to note the server name, what is the server, or it will be automatically displayed in your screen. I will tell you how to work with the SSMS first. So today I will just going to show you the few basic things, because I know I will be treating like you are starting from scratch. You do not know anything at all. You are just starting your computer science journey with SQL Server. Even you do not know any programming language, anything. Suppose you are coming from a history or geography background, and this is your first subject in computer science, it is database. So I will be treating something like that. If you really know something, you can skip this part, and but I will prefer to just do a formatting in your brain. Whatever you know about the database, just format that and start from scratch. Okay, so today I'm going to show you the basic thing. So once you install that, if you face any doubt, obviously about the installation, that it is not happening, and if you face any doubt over that, you can reach out to me in the comment section or in via mail. Everything will be provided in the description of this video. So okay, so let me go to, if you type after installation SQL Server Management Studio, so just if you click on that, it will open SQL Server. I'm not going to tell you much about the theory as of now. I will cover all the theory parts later. First, I want to focus on the practical parts, what is happening and how it is going inside the database. That I will show you first, then I will give the theory lectures. So theory is also important to know actually. Means what are the details, obviously you should know. So look here, it is saying server type. For the time being, we will always select database engine. I'm not going to look for the other options for the time being. So after that, it is the server name. That is the important thing. It is a server. So what is a server basically? Server is whoever is giving the data is being called as a server. As a layman, or if you do not know anything about the database, it is the perfect definition for you. The exact definition, obviously, I will provide you after few classes. So because you are starting from zero, so it will be good. So server contains many things like databases, few databases, I will say. Users, they might contain some users. They might contain some jobs. They might contain many more things. Some roles. So a server consists many things. So database is a part of server. It is not like a database and server are same. Database is a part of server. Okay, so we can log into database, into the server in many ways. So for the time being, I will use Windows authentication. It will understand that I am Debabrata Guha and I am trying to log into the server by my Windows. So it will take the Windows authentication by default. Do not focus much about this part. We will cover all of them later. So this is the server. So as I explained, a server may contain many things. Apart from databases, there are few security things. If I open this up, the security things are logins, roles, and many things, credentials. The server object, replications, many things can exist in a server. So database is just a part of that. So here you can see a new query pane. If I click on that, and you can install any version of database. Okay, any version of SSMS, it is not required. So by default, there are 4 databases will be there. Master, by default, they will provide master, MSDB, model, temp, model, kind of that. Okay, so I will just let me show a few of the databases are already created in my case. Okay, it is a bit slow here. It will take some time to be opened. Okay, so for the timing, let me create a database, new database for this work. I will say that binary world BW, say database name. And if I create that, let me execute. So it will create a database. How can I see the database name? So look here. Okay, let me first show you what are the system databases, which will be available by default. Okay, it is again taking some time, but this is the few databases that I have created. Okay, look here, master, model, MSDB, and TempDB. These are the databases which are by default it is being created. So apart from that, I have created many of them. I have just created this database BW. So you can write a query like use BW, kind of that. Use, just a minute, use BW. And if you just execute this query, here by default it is written as master. If you run this query, look, it is being converted into BW. Otherwise, you can also choose the same from the drop down. Okay, you can choose any database. Okay, let me choose BW for the timing because it is just newly created. Okay, and I will suggest to pause the video and just do this thing in your SQL server and step by step. Otherwise, just if you just only go through the video and go through the lectures, it will not be enough. My purpose is to really, if you are get benefited out of this, that will be my purpose actually. So my recommendation will be pause the video or close the video. Just do it by yourself. First install the software, then just do whatever I am doing here, practice all of them, then it will be helpful. Otherwise, you cannot learn swimming if you are not ready to enter into the water. You cannot learn guitar just by watching the videos. You have to practice it more. So it is my suggestion actually. So anyway, so in a database, what should we have? We can have tables, we can have views, we cover all of them one by one, but today is the first class, so I'm going to just show you only few basic things. So what is a table? Table means, uh, what is database? First, database is basically, to database holds some data, that's all. It is the easiest definition. Database holds some data. So our desk, office desk or desk in your home also holds some data. It can also hold some files, some papers, some pens, so kind of that. So our desk is also a database because it holds some files or some important papers. I'm not talking about pens, but these files and papers are holding some data. Data means something. Whenever, suppose, I am registering for an app, I am installing Uber, suppose. So whenever I am installing the traveling app Uber, or I am trying to book some flight ticket, I am entering my name, my age, my gender, from where I want to go to where, what is the date of journey, number of passengers. So everything, though everything I am entering, that will be called as data. Whenever I am doing some transaction in bank, that is a data, because on which day, how many amount is being transact, means I am using for the transaction, all of them are data in real life. Okay, even if you are liking a photo in Facebook, that is also being considered as a data, because if you check the same after 10 years, it will be as it is there. So somehow these data are being stored, that you have liked that photo. So all of them are kind of data. So desk are having some data like file and papers. Even your computer or laptop holds some, holds some movies or audio files or MP3 songs. So those are also data. Okay. So our database SQL Server is also a database which holds all of the data, means all small data. Okay, like it can hold some details about student, it can hold the details on uh, some employee, it can hold the detail for some train, some flights, flight bookings, and everything it can hold inside. So but uh, how can we get that data from inside of the SQL server? Because SQL server is a database and it is stored there, or means there might be multiple things, a few GB of data can be stored inside SQL server, but how can we get that? So there is a software called SSMS that I have already told you to download. So SSMS is SQL Server Management Studio. So SSMS basically manages SQL Server. Okay. So this is the server. If I show you, so this is the software. You can go to that file, edit, view, query. So this is the software, and this is the server inside. You can have multiple server here. You can go to connect database engine, and if you have multiple server name, you can enter that and that will be connected. So you can have multiple servers listed here. So SSMS basically manages all the server. And server, what is server? Server is basically containing all the data, means including database, including username, including their credential, including their roles. Okay. So if I go fast or if I go slow, you can just pause or whatever you can do with the class. Okay. If I'm going fast, so just pause the video, go through what I have told you, and again resume the video. Okay. So anyway, So SSMS manages SQL Server. So it will be a bit of theory at first, but believe me, today's class will be entirely on the practical part, and you do not need to remember all of this. So SSMS similarly manages SQL Server. So it is a software basically. So let me go to the SSMS first. So currently I am using this BW database, and I am going to create a table. What is table? Table is like a paper where we can write all the details of some students or employees, or about the flight or about the train, anything. So here I'm going to create a student table. Okay, so what is DBO? DBO by default, you do not need to know what is DBO for the time being. Just write it as it is. You do not need to know. Okay, so you may find it weird, but I will suggest just do not think over that for the time being. In next few classes, I will tell you what is the use of DBO. Okay. So let me create something like role, because I will keep storing the data of a student, of multiple students. So what data I will store? Do I store the email ID? Do I store the phone number? No. For the timing, some general information like role I will store, and roll number, obviously it will be integer. So you need to mention what are the data types. So it is not a tough term. Data types means will it be a number, or will it be a text value, or will it be a point value, means something like that. So you will be able to understand by few minutes from now. So roll number will be holding some numbers, so that's why I have given it integer. Integer means it will have, as per mathematics what we have learned in class 4 or 5, integer means it will be a whole number, means 2, 3, 4, kind of that. It will never be like 2.1 or 3.5. It will never be like that. It will be a whole number. Apart from that, I will take s number, s name, sorry, s name will be a text, or a what can I say? Yeah, it is a text. So text value will be treated as varchar. You have to write varchar. Just do not uh, think more on this part. Just whatever I'm doing, just repeat those steps. So a name can contain maximum 100 characters. Say if anyone tells no, the name can be more than 100 characters, then you can give more. So for the time being, let it be 100, or even we can make it 50. So if you find any problem, there is means there is no constraint, like you can use only 50, you can give any number. So for the time being, I am considering the name will be a text value having 100 character inside it maximum. So apart from that, age will be also integer, say. And what else? Marks, I can say. Marks will be like, it may be numeric values. Numeric means it can be something like 100, uh, sorry, 87.50. It can be 22.1 or 22.5, something like that. So it will be numeric. For the time being, I am giving 5,2. Why 5? Because maximum length of a numeric will be 5 number. This is the maximum marks anyone can get. uh, as a whole, it is 5, and after point it is only 2 value. So that's why 2. If you want to store something else, you have to consider that as well, but I am not going to talk much about this part. But still, if you want to store some values like this, you have to give 6,2, because the total numbers are 6. After point it is 2. Before decimal point it is 4. So 4 plus 2, 6, and after decimal point it is 2. So that's why it is 2. But for the timing, let it be 5,2, because the maximum marks can be 100.00. Apart from that, what we can store? We can store the gender. Or another important thing, it is not a case sensitive language, means if you write it in capital or in small, that is not going to be any impact. Okay, if I want to turn it into capital, so just select the text, whatever you want to turn into capital, just do Control Shift and U, and it will turn into capital. Control Shift and U together, if you press, it will be turned into capital. But that is not my intention for the time being. So here For gender, I'm going to use only one character because M or F will be enough to express if the student belongs, if the student is male or female. So apart from that, gender, what can I use? States, say. So from which state the student belongs to, it might be any Indian state like Maharashtra, Karnataka, West Bengal, or we can give some states Florida, like California, something like that also we can use. So I can give two character for state. I will write in short. If it is Florida, I will write FL. If it is California, I will say CA. If it is Maharashtra, I will use MH, kind of that. So let me create this table. So if you select that part and execute again, so it will be, look, it is saying has been created successfully. So if I want to run this query once again, suppose by mistake anyone clicks on the execute part once again, so it will be saying there is already an object named student in the database, we cannot create it again. So if I do not select anything and just execute, so what will happen in that case? If I execute, it will try to execute all of these commands. Okay. So in that case, it will say database exists, table exists, so nothing will happen. So look, if I execute the full script once again, so it is saying we cannot create the BW database because it already exists. There is a table exists named student. So if I go to the BW database now, if I open tables, so now I can see there is a table being created with student. If I further go for the details, if I go to the columns, it will be showing role, name, age, marks, gender, and states. And with all the details that which one is integer, which one is varchar, so you can see everything. So now, what is the basic command and which is the most used command in SQL? It is select star from the table name. So in this case, our table name is dbo.student. So you can skip this DBO part now, as of now, if you find any difficulties, or you can use that as well. So let me use that first. So DBO student, it is showing a empty table. No data is kept inside. You can also use only student, both means same. So DBO is a default thing for the timing. I will tell what is DBO in few classes, next few classes. So now it is empty table. So how should I enter the details into this database, into this table? So you have to write a query like insert into, just follow whatever I am doing, just follow that, student values. And I will tell you why I'm doing this type of, why I'm writing this type of statements. Just follow whatever I am doing. So what are the data inside this table? First is roll number. So let me give one arbitrary roll number like 1. Next is S name. So in place of S name, I am giving some name like George, say. So what else? Age is there. So in case of age, I am giving 20. Marks, say 57, I am giving. Gender, say male. And state, say Florida. Say. So if you can look, whenever I am giving some integer value number, it is without quote. But whenever I am giving any text value like varchar or text, so I am putting it inside a inverted comma. So that is the rule here in SQL. I have not invented SQL, so this is the general rule you have to follow. So 20 is the age, and marks, let me give it marks like 57.5. You can use point value here because it is numeric in nature. So even in mathematics, we have learned numeric means it can hold numerical values, numerical point values. So apart from that, gender is holding one character only. We have already defined that as a varchar 1. State is having only 2 characters. We have already decided that earlier at the time of creation of the table, that state will going to have only 2 characters. So anyway, let me put some other records as well and give me some time. Let me insert all of them. I will take some time for that. Okay, so I have written all of them. It is something like some people from roll 1 to 10, the name here, and the age and the marks. In marks, I can give some arbitrary value, 85.0, or even you can give nothing here. I can skip 55.3, say. I don't know how it will be possible, but still, let me give some arbitrary numbers. And the states are like West Bengal, Karnataka, Maharashtra, something Geneva, say Florida, California, something like that, and male, female. So this kind of information I need to store. Suppose I have 10 students from different parts of the world and I want to store their details. So let me store that. So if I select that part and execute, it is going to insert 10 rows inside the table. So now if I run this query select star from student, it will give me the full details of the students, all the data of the students table. So it is basically giving me the details of all the students. So what does this star means? Star means all columns. So it is even a common question in the interview, or it is a basic question. What does it, this star means? Star means the all columns. Even you can give something like, if you are not interested to use this star, you can use something else like, I only want to see role and S name from student. So you can only see these two details. You can only see role and S name. So whenever I told you column, what does it mean? Column means the pillar of the house. So it is something like that. And row means like a arrow. The row means a horizontal thing and means something like this. So this is George's record. So it is a row. This is Jacob's record. So it is a row. This is Anju's record. So it is a row. It is something like an arrow being used in an ancient period. So even we can define something like pillar, like, or column, whatever. I can show something like this. So this is a pillar of a house. So, or a column of a building. So it is a column. The vertical ones are columns and the horizontal ones are rows. So here we are talking about the columns. So by using star, we mean all the columns, means role, S name, age, marks, gender, state, everything I need. But if you want to skip star, you can use role or S name, you can choose specific columns. Look, even you can choose one column multiple times. Look, I can choose this, and I will say pause the video, pause the class, and just practice it with me as well. So then it will be helpful for you. So role, S name, role. I can give it, I can mention it multiple times. Okay, look. Even you can do something like role +5, role -5. I don't know what does it mean, but you can do it. Look, you can do it. So I can do something like age -5 and age +5. So also, and normal age also I can mention. So here it is. You can add a text before S name, because S name is a text value. So I can write something Mr. or Mrs. or Miss or Mrs. and a space and S name. So it will be something like this. So Mr. Miss Mrs. George, Mr. Mrs. Krish, something like that I can use. You can do anything. So you can, but look, one thing here in the at the top, it is written like no column name, because we are modifying that. Here it is written like no column name. Here it is written like no column name. So you can modify it. You can write as age -5 means past age. Say you can give any name. Even you can skip this bracket. You can just simply write past age, and age +5, I can name it future age or anything, even anything. Is Mr. plus Miss plus Mrs. S name, I can give it like, what can I say, good name. Okay, you have to give, if you can use only one word. Okay, means you cannot write like good space name. You have to write good underscore name. But if you want to write good space name, you have to use a bracket. Okay, then only you can use this type of name. So let me run this query first. I'm not interested to be bracket, so it is okay for me if I write with underscore, because I do not like this bracket. Okay, just keep good underscore name. Okay, so any doubt you can write in the comment section, or you can send me a mail on that as well. So this is the table where we can do anything. So apart from that, what else I can do? I can put some condition on the rows as well, that I do not want to see the roll number 6 to 10. I just only want to see whose roll number are lesser than equals to 5. So I want to see only this kind of information. So let me go back to our first query, select star from student. If I run this query, it is giving the full details. Now I do not need all the rows. I can restrict it for the first 5. So I can give a condition like where roll greater less than equals to 5. So you can use few conditions like less than equals to, greater than equals to, equals to, not equals to. Not equals to also you can give like this, or you can use greater than, or you can use less than. So this 6 type of condition you can use. So here I am using roll less than equals to 5. If you take a look, it will only show the first 5. If you want to see only less than 5, so it will be 1 to 4, because the last row for Jacob will not be displayed because you are saying less than 5. So it is 4. If you want to see the Jacob's record and roll number 6, whatever roll numbers are available in the table which is greater than 5, then also you cannot see the Jacob's record, and roll 6 to 10 you will be able to see. If you use greater than equals to, you will able to see roll 5 to 10, because equals to 5 you have mentioned. You can also choose to see only Jacob's record, roll equals to 5. So you can see only his record, sorry, her record, because I can see gender is female for Jacob. And you can also choose to see whatever records are available in the table except roll number 5, means where roll number not equals to 5. You can also use that. Let me take a look. Everything is available except roll number 5. Look. Okay, even you can use this syntax, not equals to, you can use this. Both means same. Okay, let me show you here. So these 6 are the basics relative operators, means conditional operators, where you can compare the data and put some restriction on the rows. Even you can do both, means you can put a restrictions like in columns as well. Role and S name you are only interested to see. So select role S name, role S name student, where role suppose less than 5. So you will see, going to see first 4 records and role and S name for columns only. So this is how you can do put some restrictions over column and over rows. You can also choose to see like role greater than equals to 5 and role less than role less than equals to 8. So that means you want to see the records for roll number 5, 6, 7, and 8. So where the roll number will be greater than 5 and less than 8 as well. So this is the detail. Even you can choose something like where roll number should be less than 5 and roll number should be greater than 8. So in this case, you are not going to see any records, because in table, you are not going to find any single number which is less than 5. Simultaneously, it is greater than 8. Can you tell me any one number which is less than 5 as well as it is greater than 8? It is not possible at all. So if you run this query, it will show null, means nothing it will show. So you can mention here OR operator. What is the use of OR? It means either your roll number is greater than equals to 8 or your roll number is less than equals to 5. So that is something meaningful. So in this case, you can see all the records from 1 to 5 and 8 to 10. Let me show you. So this is the way you can see. So here it is. And you can also mention something like where roll greater than equals to 2 and roll less than equals to 5, means I want to see only records between 2 to 5 or records between 8 to or 7 to 9. Rolls greater than 7 and roll less than equals to 9. Again, I'm repeating myself. If you have any doubt, you can reach out to the comment box or reach out to me via mail, or I will prefer to practice all of those things simultaneously with me. Just check the class, pause the class, and do it by yourself, and again back to the class, resume it. So that will be my suggestion. Otherwise, you will not be able to understand, because it is, we have started from very scratch. So it is suggested always you have to practice this by yourself. So look here, 2 to 5 is being displayed and 7 to 9, because the criteria is the roll should be from 2 to 5 or 7 to 9. Okay, so let me choose the first part as well. So you can put any conditions as per the requirement. So what will be given by the customer or in question, that you need to do this. So you have to just follow accordingly. You have to put your logic accordingly. So you can give me some conditions as well. Suppose in our school or in general, I want to learn SQL, and I need some details, like I need roll number from 2 to 4, again 6 to 7, again 9 and 10. I cannot write the logic for this. So you can also mention the question like this, and I will try to address all of them. So, but I think this will be easier for you. But still, let me show you some more criteria. Like I can, rather using roll greater than 2 equals to and roll less than equals to 5, I can mention something like roll between 2, sorry, and 5. Between, I have written it in wrong way. So where roll between 2 and 5, it means also same. It means roll greater than equals to 2 and roll less than equals to 5. It means same. Let me take a look. Look, it is something giving correctly. So today we are going to learn, where is the, okay. So today we are going to learn a few things, 5 things I will show you today only. The first I will start with the distinct. So what does distinct do actually? So distinct is basically, suppose if I write select, I want to choose only states from students. I want to see all the states from the students table. Okay, this, the name is student. Okay. So if I choose that, look, these are the states available for 10 students. First students is from Florida, then California, kind of that. But I do not need the repetitive values. So I want to do a distinct states from students. If I do that, it will only give me the non-repetitive values, means California, Florida, Geneva, Karnataka, Maharashtra, and West Bengal. It will just remove the repetitive value. You can also apply the same for 2 columns, state and age. In general, it should give 10 records, but I don't know what will be. Okay, there is no duplicate records. So you can use this for state and gender. There might be some duplicate. So first, let me run this query without distinct. Sorry. Look, this is the data. So I think this is a duplicate data, California and male. And is there any other duplicate data? I cannot see for the time being. Okay, let me do the distincts. Here we have 10 records. At least one will be less. You can see here it is written 10 records. So at least one will be less. I can see some common values. Yeah, look, it is 9. The California male is reduced to 1. Previously it was 2 values. So distinct you can use anywhere. Okay. So apart from distincts, what we will learn today? We will learn some aggregate function. So what are the aggregate functions available? Aggregate functions means you can use something like select max marks, so from student. So whoever got the maximum marks, you will be trying to show the maximum marks out of this table. So it is 90. So even you can use some of the aggregate functions like minimum, like sum, like count. Let me show you one by one. So max, apart from max, you can give minimum marks, you can give sum of marks of all the students, you can show average marks of the students, you can show count of marks. So I will say what does it mean count of marks. So I will show it later, or let me think. Count of marks means obviously we have 10 marks available. Suppose for one student, we do not have any marks. So in that case, it will show 9 marks is available. So here the marks is available for all the students. So it will show 10. Average marks, I am very weak in mathematics. I cannot calculate. It will be something like 72.08. So it is the average marks of 10 students. The sum of marks, it will be a bigger value, 720 something. The minimum marks is 55.30. Now, if anyone asks me, I want to see the person who got the highest mark. So this will not be the solution. If you write S name, this will not be a solution. Why? Let me explain. If you write, if I run this query, these two queries separately, so maximum marks is going to give me one value only. That will be 90 or something like that, 87. And selects S name from the student is going to give me 10 different records. Look, here it is 90. And for S name, it is giving 10 records for 10 different students. So how can I combine them together? It cannot be combined together. You can combine maximum marks and minimum marks because both of them are giving one record. You can combine sum of marks as well, but you cannot combine the one query having one record and one query having 10 records. You cannot combine them. So I will show you later how to find the name of the maximum marks getter. So for the timing, I can run this query, and what we have already learned, we can give it like highest, we can, or maximum, whatever you can give, or even you can give highest as well, but it is a reserved word. That's why it was turned into blue, but I can give something else as lowest and as total, something like that I can give. Okay, this is one spelling mistake. So you can use this way. Look. So apart from that, the third thing today we will going to learn the order by. So what is order by? Order by is like you want to see all the names as per their age. Means the youngest student should come first and the oldest student should come at last. So let me show you. So here it is as per I have inserted the value. You might seem it is as per role, but no. Whatever we have inserted into the table, it is by default. Computer do not know what is role, what is S name. All the values will be treated similarly inside computer or inside database. So it is being by default, it is showing the data as per we have inserted the values. If I show you, so this is the order by which I have inserted the data. So it is showing accordingly, but I want to show the data as per the ascending or order of age. So I have to write order by age. So if you write that, let me take a look. You can see if 17 age is the minimum, 17, then 18, then 19. Look, it is the ascending order of the age. By default, it is ascending. You can write ASC as well. Then also it will be ascending. But if you do not write anything, it will be ascending as well. But if you want to show it in a descending order, so a DESC, the descending will be you have to write descending at the end. So look, now Krish is coming first because he is having 20 years of age. Priya is coming next because she is also having 20 years of age. So that's why it is age descending. So what will happen if there is a tie? Look here, we have a tie between Krish and Priya. We have a tie between Anju, George, and Suraj. So what should I do in this case? So I can write something. If there is a tie between age, Primarily, it will be ordered or it will be sorted on the basis of age. But if there is a tie, then only look for the second item. I can go for marks or marks descending. Whoever having the marks, greater marks, will be displayed first. Here, look, in case of this tie, these three people, 85 is coming first, then 57. But I want 69 to come second. After that, 57 should come. So it will be, the order will be Anju, then Suraj, then George. So because of a tie of age. So whenever it will be a tie in age column, I have to look into the marks column. Look, now it is like Anju coming first, then Suraj, then George. George at last. Because look, there is a tie in age, so that I am looking into marks now. Sorry, these three fields. So first, by default, it will be age. If there is a tie, you have to go to marks. Even if there is a tie, you can write some more columns. And you can choose it in your way. I can choose age to be in ascending order. If there is a tie, it will be detected by marks in descending order. Take a look. Here again, Anshul, Jacob comes first because they are having 17 age. But for Anju, Suraj and George, they come in the lower half. And here as well, Anju is coming first because if there is a tie between age, we have to look into the marks. So look, 85, 69 and 57. Okay, I hope it is clear. So the fourth thing, quickly, we will complete this chapter today. So fourth thing is the top thing. So what is top? Top means if you want to see only the person having the lowest age. So what should you do? You have to first sort this table in your way. If it is already sorted, then I need to write a comment like top 1 star. So top 1, only I need to see top 1 row. So if I run this query, look, it is showing the top 1 value. If I want to see the top 2, so it will show the top 2. First, you have to sort the table, then you can apply this. If you want to see top 3, you can use this top 3. Kind of that. Okay, if you want to see the highest, the person got the highest marks. So descending. So you can think like, okay, I have chosen top 3 because 90 is the highest, but I need the topper's name who got the highest. So I have to choose his name. That's all. So Maria got the highest mark. So it will show the Maria at first. And if I want, okay, sorry, I have given top 3 again. So I need to choose top 1. So it will show me the Maria's name because she got the highest. But if I want to know the lowest mark, so I have to sort the table in ascending order, and then I need to choose only S name. So Jacob got the lowest mark in the table. So who is the most oldest person in the table or most youngest person in the table? I have to order it with the age. Okay. So it will give me the name of Jacob. But how can you understand Jacob is the only person with this age? Let me take a look. If really Jacob is the Jacob is only person. So look here, if I give it like order by age descending, sorry, age ascending, by default it is ascending. So look, Jacob, yeah, it is coming first by default, but there is a tie between Anshul as well. So if it happens like there is a tie, how can we understand there is a tie between 2% or between 3%? So our query should be general in type. So I can write something like with ties. With ties means if there is any tie, it will show all the records. Look, Jacob and Anshul is already being visible. But if there is a no tie, like in case of marks, the lowest marks is received by one person only. So it will show only one name. If there is a tie, then only it will show multiple names. So that is the use of top 1 with ties. I hope you get it. So apart from that, you can also, if you want to see top 25% of data, means I want to see only, we have 10 data. So I am not that good in mathematics, but yeah, I want to see 25% means it should show 2.5, or if I want to see only top 20%. I do not know. I do not want this. I need all the details of the table, all the columns I mean. So it will show the 20% of the table as per marks. If you remove this part, it will still work, but it will be a random value. As per the sequence, we have inserted the records. So it is only roll 1 and 2. So it is 20%. If you write 40%, it will add 2 more rows. So something like this. Okay. So the last topic we will cover today, that is light. So what is light? Light means, suppose you do not know, you want to know the name, select star form, students, you want to know the name where in the name letter A is being used. Letter A. It is the last topic, so don't worry. I will let you go in few minutes. So if you do not know in whose name is containing A inside, so it is the way you have to write. Percentage is a wild card. What is wild card now? There is 2 type of wild card. Percentage is one type of wild card. It means nothing to anything. Means A can be inside anywhere. It can be null or it can be any value. Just you have to mention I need a inside. So if I run the query, I think you will be able to understand. Look, only 7 records we got. We didn't got the record of Krish because in the name of Krish, we do not have any A. Look, Krish doesn't have any A. George do not have any A. Jerry do not have any A. So that's why these 3 records has been excluded. So again, I'm running. This is. So if I remove percentage from the top, from the starting, it will show, it means like it will be starting from A and there will be anything after that. So let me run this query. So there is 2% starting like Anju and Anshu, starting with A. So there is another wildcard named underscore. So what does it mean? It is means one character. Any one character. Better to write like this. So what does it mean? If I write instead of percentage, percentage mean anything. In case of Anju, there are 3 characters after A, and in case of Anshul, there are 5 characters after A. But if I write A underscore, then that means it will find a text starting with A and only 1 character after that. So there is nothing, I guess, in the table. Yeah. So if I write 3 underscore, look 1, 2, and 3. That means it will be finding for some text having starting with A, and after that there will be 3 characters only. So if I run that, so it is giving Anju's name. Look, but if I give 5 characters, then it will give Anshul's name. Look. So if you use percentage, it can be anything. If you use underscore, it will be just only one part. Okay, apart from that, we can also do something like percentage A. So it will be ended with percentage like this. Okay, so it will be something like this, Maria and Priya. So we can use something like this, 3, 4 underscore and A means 5-letter character ending with A. So I guess both of them are satisfying this condition, something like that. You can also use something like AE inside. You need to find AE percentage if there is any AE inside someone's name. Yeah, Michael is the name. You can also do like if there is any alphabet or XY, suppose I need to find the people name where X will be there, or suppose suppose M will be there. If anyone's name contains some odd characters like X, M, and say Z, I want to find their name. If there is any X or M or Z, so there is some name coming. M is there and Maria M is there. Okay, so that's why if I choose something else apart from M, say Y, X, Y, Z, Either X will be there or Y will be there or J will be there. Okay, Jerry's name and Priya's name are coming, or both of them are containing Y. Okay, Y inside. It might be X, it might be Y, it might be Z. You can also follow a shortcut like this. You can use a bracket as well inside. It will be pretty tough. You may find it pretty tough, but I will say you can write like this. X to Z. Apart from using this query, try both of them. You can use this as well. X to Z. If you find any character X to Z in between, you can you want to show them in the screen. So look, it is giving like Jerry and Priya. If you want to choose a name where X to Z will not be there, anything apart from X to Z, so you can give a like not and X to Z. You can see all of the records where X to Z is not there, because in Jacob you have something like in case of Jerry you have R, you have E, you have J, so it is not X to Z. Okay, so for that, what do you need to follow? You need to follow not like X to Z. Okay, so look, you cannot see Jerry and what was the name? Maria, I guess. No, Maria, no. What was the name? Priya. So you cannot see the records of Jerry and Priya here. You can only see 8 records. Okay. So this is the way. I forgot to show you another thing. Okay, even you can mention like if it is not in sequence, you can also mention like X, comma, M, comma, Z. You can also mention like this. So just remove the like. It will be giving Maria and Michael's record, what I can remember. Yeah. Michael and Maria's record containing X or M or Z. Any way you can follow. Even I forgot to show one thing, one last query. We have covered the syllabus. Just the last query, select star from student. If I want to know the people are from California or West Bengal or Karnataka. So how can I check the value? So where state, the last one, equals to California or states equals to West Bengal or states equals to Karnataka. So I want to see the students from these states only. So these are the conditions, but it is a hectic way to write all of them one by one. So there is a shortcut you can use. You can use something like state in CA. I should show it earlier, but yeah, it is a small thing. You can use something like this. So if you run this query now, it will show something like this. The same thing, you can write in this way or this way. Even you can do something like, I do not want to see not in this. What does it mean? Not in this means apart from these states, you want to see the details. So these are the ways. Okay, I hope it is clear. If it is not, you can reach out to me and I will recommend you for a exercise here. If you go to SQL exercise in this chapter, and you can cover this first chapter, chapter 1, starting SQL. And I think, yeah, 44 exercise will be there. So you need to cover them. Then I will go to the chapter 2. So for after first class, you have to cover this exercise. You can send me a mail giving the details. So I'll be able to understand. Okay, I guess do not panic, do not be tensed. Just follow, just trust me. Just follow first 5 classes. I think you will be able to get this out, because it takes some time. Whenever you start swimming on the first week, it will be difficult for you. Probably you will feel some uneasiness as well in water, but yeah, just trust me. Whatever I am telling, just follow those things and yeah, you will be okay. I just trust me. Okay, so bye for the day. See you soon. Bye.